we've got an interesting pattern forming here. Okay, we had a right shoulder ahead and a left shoulder. Okay, it rallied, now forming this wedge pattern. Right, but if we look at an extended session chart, we have put in a right shoulder, but it's only in pre-market. Right, so very light volume around that right shoulder. So you do need to be cautious. I mean, obviously you have right shoulder, head, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, but that right shoulder is put in pre-market, which essentially means it's not there. That's basically what it means. I mean, obviously I see that it's there, but not much volume behind it. But if we take away the extended session information, we still have, right? Swing high, swing low, swing high, pivot down here. So we still do have this this level that we could possibly break down through. Now, if we look at an hourly chart, right, we could see we got our hourly moving average curling down. Now, this thing's it's not set up perfectly, but we do have somewhat of an inverse cup handle, right? It's just it's not really that clean, which is why I just have it drawn as the wedge. I'm going to take this line off. Now let's look at this 1152. I'm going to make the cyan. Top left, we've got our symbol and our time frame. Let's go to a daily. Right, so this 1152, it's the low of this previous daily chart pivot from 420, puff, puff. All right, so we've got this rounding action, and now we've got this wedge forming at that support level. And the thing about that support level is it's kind of in no man's land if you look at the previous history of the chart, right? The next main support on the daily chart is down here at 735, right? And this thing's been getting beat up. Now, the thing about this can is you've got some names that follow Bitcoin a little bit more. I want to say Mara does. Yeah. Right. So as Bitcoin's been consolidating, Mara's been holding up. Right. This is another one of those digital. It's one of those another one of those names that moves with crypto. Right. Mara's been holding up. Oh, I mean, relatively, but Can's been getting smoked. Let me just make sure this is. Sometimes I mix up symbols. Let me just make sure it's Bitcoin related. Yeah. Right. So a lot of this rally was to do with them receiving big orders for mining machines and everything. So this thing's been getting beat up, and your real support is down here at 735, right? You've got this huge window here, right, that we could fill. So there's a lot of downside room on this. So, I'd say my conviction on this setup, my conviction on setups that I trade ranges from 60 to 75%, right? Never really have more than 75% conviction. It's just not really, it's not possible. So, I'd say my conviction on this to the short side is probably, it's 65%. And if we get down and we really start near the open, we're lazy down here, then it will shift to 70%. And for those of you who are new here, historically, my accuracy is around 70% over the years, 72% to be exact. So, we'll see. But I do like this one. It's looking nice and heavy in pre-market. Can this 1150 area is a major level from the daily chart. Okay. Right here is the last real bounce it's had. But if we look left, that line's really in no man's land if you look at the bigger picture. Support all the way down here at 735. I don't know if this thing's really got that much buying pressure left at 1150. We'll see. It's looking heavy down here. It's looking heavy down here. Left shoulder had... Right shoulder got put in pre-market. This thing is looking heavy. This thing is looking heavy. It's number 2 on